Hey everyone, and welcome to an extremely overdue Army Showcase video. So, I was supposed to have this up 4 weeks ago, and honestly, I'm just not going to give excuses. I ended up having to re-record this, obviously, and I just never got around to actually doing it, so here we are. But, with it here, I can now say welcome, and this is my homebrew Dynasty, the Varkaan Dynasty Necrons. So, this one probably has the most changes since the last update, because all of my previously painted Novak Dynasty Necrons have been converted over to this scheme. So, without further ado, I'm just going to get into the little overview. So, I got 3 Canoptic Doomstalkers and 1 Canoptic Reanimator. These are probably actually my favorite models in the Necron line. I just love these War of the World looking ass fucking doomsday weapons. And the Reanimator I got with the Indomitus box, and I haven't picked up another. I don't think I will either. I think one's good for what I'm doing. Then I have 3 Locust Heavy Destroyers with the Gauss Destructor, I think the weapon's called. Yeah, the one that's anti-tank. The one that's like less shots but high strength. That's one thing I noticed my Necron army kind of needed more of as a whole was anti-tank, because it's really just them, the Doomstalkers, and that's it. It's them and the Doomstalkers. So I'm probably going to end up getting 3 more of these at some point with this loadout. Or actually, I think maybe 1 more, because I think these can only be in squads of 2 now. If they can be in squads of 3, I'll get 3 more. 3 Canoptic Wraiths. That's going to be something I get probably another box of at some point. Not a lot of Canoptic Wraiths. I like them, but I don't want to flood with them. Tomb Blades. This is another one. I don't know if I'm going to get more of these. I like these models, but I don't really want to focus on the fast attack option too much. But I like them. Over here we have 3 Ophidian Destroyers. I have 3 of these unbuilt that I gotta make still. These models are the biggest pain in the ass to build. Outside of, I've heard flayed ones, but I haven't built any flayed ones. But I do have flayed ones to build. And then 6 Scorpec Destroyers. Each of these, by the way, have a plasma sight. These fuckers, I can't get enough of these. I love the Scorpec Destroyers. I can't get enough of those either, but I just really don't want to build them. But I could see myself getting 6 more of these bad boys. They're just so cool. We also have 12 Scarab Swarms. Honestly, like, you get 3 with every 10 warriors, but, like, you will never really need 12 Scarab Swarms. But I'm going to have a lot more because I'm going to get a lot more warriors. That being said, 40 Necron warriors. 30 of them have the Gauss Reaper. 10 have the Gauss Flare. With mine, I'm going to focus more on the Reaper. I want 20 more Necron warriors. 10 of each. So I'll have 40 Reapers and 20 Flares. And that'll be a really good core for my guys. I then have... Ooh, where are they? There they are. 5 of the Lich Guard with sword and board. I want to get another box of 5 of these and have like a leader of the Lich Guard kind of thing. And what he'll have is he'll have the shield and he'll have one of the spears. Because in the Lich Guard box, there's an option for one of the spears to be held one-handed. And so I'll have him have the spear in one hand and the shield in the other. He'll still count as sword and board, But, like, I just feel it would be a really cool way to make, like a leader of the Lich Guard. I then have 2 Royal Wardens on each side of these. If I get the 20 more warriors, I'm going to get 1 more Royal Warden as well. One for each 20. I then have a Technomancer. This was like a special edition. I believe this is the Camotef model. He came out with, he was a special edition. He came out at the same time as the Lieutenant with Storm Shield, and the Lieutenant that's basically a copy of the Indomitus Captain. I got both of them. And then 2 Crypto Thralls, the nice little murder buckets. And then for the leadership, well, the rest of the leadership, rather, I have 1 Psychomancer, which looks so fucking cool. I just wish he didn't suck ass. Let me see if I can get a better light on him there. There we go. Some of these guys are dusty. They haven't touched, they haven't moved in a while. A Chronomancer. My favorite, the Plasmancer. Rules-wise, my favorite. I like the whole Mortal Wound Bomb. And then an Overlord with Void Scythe and Resurrection Orb. This one is no longer available, so it's kind of cool that I have them. I'm kind of newer to the hobby, so that kind of thing doesn't happen to me, where I have a model that's no longer available. The Indomitus Overlord, that comes with, obviously, the Indomitus box, and he comes in the Combat Patrol as well, with the War Scythe, the War Glaive, or whatever it is, and the Tachyon Arrow. And then the boss bitch. My Dynasty's Pharaon. This is the Imhotep the Stormlord model. I call him Kaisef the Starbreaker. And yeah, see, like, the whole thing with him is that he was originally being trained as a Plasmancer before he ended up taking up the role of his family. The lore behind it is that originally he was like 7th in line to the Dynasty, and then he became a Plasmancer, relinquishing his right to the throne. And one of his father's advisors, who was the Pharaon, was betrayed by one of his advisors and killed him and his 6 older siblings, so that the advisor would be able to take the throne. Kaisef learned this, was enraged, slaughtered the father's advisor, and took the dynasty for himself. And yeah, I really like how this model came out. I love the cape. People have asked, the way I did his cape is it's just slap chop, really. I start with black, but instead of slap chopping with gray and white, I slap chopped with a medium tone gunmetal. I think I just went with Vallejo Game gunmetal. And then I slapped it an even lighter dry brush of like a pure silver. I think I used Stormhost silver. And then I went over all of that with Flesh Terror's red. But yeah. So, that's the whole dynasty. Oh, let me move that. I moved it a second ago to get better lighting. That's the whole dynasty. This is an army. I really like how it's come out so far, but I don't really have any plans to work on it in the future. I wouldn't be surprised if next year I don't even put up an army showcase for these, because I might not have any changes. But, yeah, we'll see. I still got some Ophidians and Flayed ones to build, but I don't know if I'm going to buy anything new, because, like, I'm in full swing on my Space Marines, and if the rumors are true about Thousand Sons, I'm going to be starting up that army. So, yeah. But that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry it took so long, and I'll see you next time.